Alright, here we are with round 2 of Modern Abzan Company. This hand only has one land and it only taps for colorless mana, so we are going to mulligan. This hand's fine. We have a turn 2 Kitchen Finks into a Quarter Calling, so we'll keep this. Yes, I would like to scry. We will keep the Collecting Company on top. We're on the draw, so we actually get to draw it, and we have no fetch to misclick and shuffle it away. City of Brass into Faithless Looting. So I'm gonna see what's in his graveyard when the Faithless Looting resolves, but I'm thinking either Dredge or that random Jeskai Ascendancy deck that I haven't seen in forever. And it is Dredge. Alright, so this round we actually get to play against an actual deck. The good thing about this matchup is they cannot beat Infinite Life, so if we just combo off with the Kitchen Finks, we'll get there. Oh, he's playing the Burning Inquiry version. That's interesting. Hmm. So him discarding lands makes me think that he has more. Conflagrate, that's gross. And the Grave Trolls in his graveyard. So Scavenging Ooze is pretty good in this matchup. You can just take away their dredgers and then they can't do anything. Or like you slow them down a bunch, they can still do stuff, but yeah. So this is where the deck gets kind of scary. I'm gonna play it as though it were in a tournament, so here's his dudes. Alright. There's a second combo piece. I think we can actually combo off next turn. We gain 2 life. And if we play no, we'll be 1 short. If we draw a land, we can do it. Alright, so I don't think we block. He does have Conflagrate, though, so he can, I guess he can, like, kill. Okay, there are 2 Conflagrates in his grave right now. And it is a sorcery, right? Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna take all the damage. If he wants to use a Conflagrate on our Kitchen Finks, that's fine with me. If he can only actually use 1. And he has to do it now, otherwise we might just be able to combo off this following turn and then he loses. So if he decides to play something else, we are in pretty good shape. Is he gonna kill the Finks? Oh, he's gonna kill both. That is pretty bad for us. So that's not very good. I guess we'll just play the Spell Sky because it's a good blocker. And he's probably gonna Conflagrate us anyway. Like 1 targeting the Kitchen Finks and like 1 targeting the Spell Sky or something. Which you can't actually redirect the one that's targeting Kitchen Finks to Spell Sky, so. I'm debating whether to block with the Finks. I think we just want to preserve our life total. But it also gives us 1 less creature. I think I'm fine for right now. We'll go to 9. And if this forces him to use a Conflagrate on it, I would rather him not have the Conflagrate than him have another creature that you can just get back at the end of the turn. That was actually really poor. Now he's going to get to play a land and then conflagrate both of these away. That was a really bad misplay on my part. Here it comes. Being stuck on 2 lands is not a very good place to be. Yep. Pretty sure we were just dead. Township doesn't do anything. We get to like play this and block 3, take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. You got that game. Alright, against them. Let's bring in some paths. We can actually take out the red cap because it doesn't, we don't need it. I'm gonna cut a couple chords because they're just really slow. They don't play, I don't think they play like Leyline of the Void or anything like that, so I don't really want to bring in like the Pride Mage and the Rex Stage and stuff. I do think I will cut a Selfless Spirit for Spike Feeder. Even if we don't combo with the Spike Feeder, it still seems pretty solid. Pontiff kills Bloodghasts and Narcomoebas. Well, first off, we'll take away the Fiend Hunter and put in Archangel. I kind of think we want the Courser. It's a really big body. It blocks all of his dudes, and it gains us life over the long run. So, what would I cut? The Pride Mage doesn't seem all that great. Freaka's not good because you can exile their Dredgers, but they still get 1/1 Death Touchers, and you just don't want to be dealing with that. Although it's kind of a interesting combo with the Pontiff, I guess. I think I'll cut the Pontiff for Pulse. Alright, let's try this. I will be on the plate. This hand is fine. Hopefully, Course is going to do a lot of work in this matchup. Plus, we have one of the combo pieces, so. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Windswept Heath and just go get a, you have and you need. I'm just going to go get a Overgrown Tomb. The less green sources that we have, or the less pain we have to take over the course of this game with these green sources is pretty relevant. So, because Wall of Roots, oh, that's even better. Look at that. You know, sometimes I just think this deck dislikes me sometimes, and then other times it seems like it tries to make up for all the stuff that it's done. So, you got it. And then you're going to dredge the... So a really cool interaction that this dredge deck can do. Excuse me. Discarding to the Neonate is a cost. So if you discard a dredger, you can actually dredge it back to your hand with the second half of that ability. It's just a pretty neat interaction. So he dredged back the Stinkweed Imp. So he has 2 in his hand right now. Another Neonate. That's not all that terrifying. Seems to me like he's having a pretty slow start. He's not seeing any Bloodghast or anything. Here comes another Dredge 5. One of the things I do like about Moto, as compared to this, is that Moto has those side windows for the graveyard, so against decks like this, you're not. Okay, that's gross. The double conflagrate's kind of gross. I don't know if I want to play a Courser right into that. I think I'd rather just play the Melira. But at the same time, whatever. Play the Courser, try to generate some value. I think I'm just gonna play this. And I'm actually gonna fetch right now, so that we can still gain the life off of it. And I wanna know what we're gonna draw. So, yeah, we'll get a Temple Garden. Nope. Okay, well, that's not very useful. Gonna be drawing another land. This also forces him to take a couple points of damage and oh, never mind, he has a lightning axe. Okay, well, whatever. That's interesting. Alright, so we're gonna draw this canopy, which is kind of unfortunate because that means we'll have all three canopies in our hand. Elish Norn? What's that doing in there? Can he reanimate that somehow? Hmm. Sure. So no amalgams, which is good. Alright, so we've drawn that. I would much rather have the Melira die than the Spike Feeder. I actually missed half mana. Because I plan on cracking this at the end of the turn, and if we draw a Path to Exile, I want to be able to like path this Bloodcast. So that was a mistake. Narcomoeba, still no. Another thing I like about the Archangel combo is it becomes much harder for him to conflagrate. Because the Archangel can just put so much toughness on all your creatures. And I mean, if you just, we'll just take the 3. And if you just don't play the Archangel until like you actually have the combo, they can't interact with it. So, because luckily this is a sorcery. They do have Dark Blast. Excuse me. They do have Dark Blast. But that doesn't actually stop the Archangel combo. Because you can just remove. Actually, I think it does. Yeah, if they do it in response to the first Spike Feeder. If they do it in response to the first time, that you do it. Punished. Tilt. Tilt so hard. Okay. I think we just say pass with the intention of pathing this prize amalgam here. Actually, I think we're gonna do it on his draw step. Well, never mind. I guess he's gonna be dredging, so. He dredged back a life from the loam. Sure. I think we'll just take the 4. That was actually, I don't know why we didn't, actually we haven't blocked yet, so we can block with the wall roots. We don't really need it right now. Man, he did have a basic, darn. I guess he could confligate for 5, which if we block, he gets to kill both of these. We'll just take the 4. Does he have another blood gas in his graveyard? He does not. He's dealing himself a lot of damage, though. We're at the same life total. He now has 7 in hand. I guess he can confligate both of them anyway. Which if he does that, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to crack this. And hopefully we draw into like Maelstrom Pulse or something and just kill these Narcomoebas. Just have to deal with the blood gas. I can deal with that. Yep. A value of 4. Two there and 2 at my face. Sure. That was a good draw. He still has 2 conflagrates in his graveyard. Crater Hoof. This is interesting. Oh. Yeah, we are just dead. That that makes much more sense now. Yeah, because he can just reanimate either Crater Hoof or Elish Norn and we're just dead, so. What is this targeting? Crater Hoof Behemoth. Well, it's not the first time I've been killed by this card. It's gonna be 1, 2. This is a ton of damage. Yeah, we're just dead, so. Okay, well, that was round 2. I'll see you guys in round 3.